Good morning, everyone. So, today we are on the last topic of our chapter, that is urban rural interdependence. So, in the first class, I have given you examples of how both these important sectors of our economy are dependent upon each other, urban sector and rural sector. Okay. For example, I'm a person living into a rural sector and I'm involved into farming. Now, for the farming, I need storage services. I need transportation to move my farming goods from one place to another. So this is how I'm dependent upon the rural sector. Again, for farming, I need various kind of goods for me. For example, I need tractors, I need manicures and fertilizers and seeds. All these sectors are provided by which sector? Urban sector. So can I say that being in rural sector, I am dependent upon urban sector also for the supply of these important goods. Okay. Meanwhile, if I'm a person living into urban area and if I have any kind of industry, for example, if I have a sugar industries or baking goods industries or any kind of industries, I need raw material. You cannot manufacture anything without the help of raw material. So where does this raw material comes from? This raw material comes from the rural sector. Okay, so we can say that urban sector is also dependent upon the rural sector. So this is how they are dependent upon each other, and that is the meaning of the word interdependent. Interdependent means both the sectors, both the things are dependent upon each other. So let's read here. A high degree of interdependence exists between urban and rural areas since villages supply food grain, industrial and agriculture raw material and labor force to cities and towns. Very important point that any industry it requires labor, and the labor, important labor, skilled or unskilled, both this labor comes from the rural sector. A lot of people migrate from rural sector to urban sector to work as laborers into various factories. So again, this is one of the example of how urban sector is dependent upon the rural sector. Then, the towns and cities, on the other hand, supply industrial goods, healthcare facilities, education, and most importantly, employment opportunities for people in rural areas. Now, rural area is dependent upon urban area because when the rural area population is rising, people does not have much work to do because again farming is a seasonal activity and they have huge families. So, in order to support them, some of the people from the families sometimes move to the urban sector and work as laborers, and the work is supported by the urban sector. So this is how we can say that urban sector is again, helping the rural sector. Both these examples tell us that how urban and rural areas are dependent upon each other, or we can say interdependent on each other. So we can say that there is a complementary relationship. Complementary means when two things are helping each other, which is going hand to hand. Therefore a complementary relationship exists between villages and cities wherein both benefit each other. So both the sectors are benefiting each other, and the development of both these sectors is very important. Then transport and communication are important means while facilitate this interdependence, and in order to interdepend upon each other, transport and communication is very important. Okay, people in rural areas need to communicate with the urban areas, and urban areas need to communicate with the rural areas. So communication is very important part. Transportation is very important in order to transport goods to both the areas. Transportation is very important. Then we have the last paragraph. The need to travel from one place to another and establish channels of communication is an important human need for a variety of other purposes as well. So, as these urban and rural areas are growing, then the growth of transportation communication is again also very important. Okay, this requires establishment of modern and fast means of transport and communication in order to enable holistic growth. Holistic growth means overall growth. So overall growth and development cannot be done without the establishment of modern and fast means of transport and communication. So that is why the transport communication has been fixated to this chapter. That is why we are reading transport and communication also, which is again a very integral part of the human settlements. Okay, so by this last topic we have concluded this chapter, that is human settlement, and transport and communication we have already done. So we are going to do one question here. We have done this exercise and we have done the third question also. And in question number 4, the third question we are going to do today, what is meant by rural urban dependence? Okay, this is which we are going to do today. Coming on the same page, okay, coming on the same page, that is page number 166 under the heading rural, urban and rural interdependence. You are going to write this answer into some points. So the first point is, a high degree of interdependence exists between urban and rural areas since villages supply food grain, industrial and agricultural raw material and labor force to cities and towns. This is the first point. Second point, the towns and cities, on the other hand, supply industrial goods, healthcare facilities, education, and most importantly, employment opportunities for people in rural areas. And lastly, the third point, therefore, a complementary relationship exists between villages and cities wherein both benefit each other. Okay, so this answer you will write in 3 points. There are 3 points of this answer. Okay, now if you go through question number 4, we have done first, second, and third. First and second in the previous class, and today we have done third one also. Fourth and fifth question are related to transport and communication, which we have done previously, and question number 4 is left, which we are going to do into the live class. Okay. So thank you so much.